Welcome to Online PTE. My name's Alistair, and today we're going to do listening module number 2 and task 3, which is fill in the blanks. One of the easier of the listening tasks, but don't get complacent. Complacent means taking things for granted. So try and get your as good a score as possible, and don't as I say, become complacent, because it's easier to make mistakes. And one thing which is really important is spelling, which is a big part of PTE examinations and one of your enabling skills, which is being assessed. So in filling the blanks, you have 2 to 3 tasks. As you listen to the audio, several words are missing on the transcript of the audio, and you need to listen out for those words. Around 5 normally for each of those tasks. So first of all, before you listen, quickly skim the transcript to get the overall gist or the overall meaning of what you're listening to. Once you've done that, as the audio starts, follow the speaker as closely as possible. Really maintain your focus throughout the test practice. Don't fall behind. If you sometimes that might happen if you hear a word that you don't know and you become confused. Don't worry about that. You need to keep on going, because obviously you're listening for the words as the blank appears. After the audio is finished, put the word into the blank and check your spelling. So you've got an erasable notepad in the test. Write down each word as you hear them, and then you can drag and put those words into the box after the audio is finished, and that's the time that you should be checking your spelling. So spelling, as I say, is a really important part of the test. Also, the form of the word. Is it an adjective? Is it a noun? Is it an adverb? Is it part of a verb form? And again, once you're checking after the audio is finished, make sure you get the right form of the word, which is obviously combined with the spelling. As you're doing that, grammar and the context of the whole audio is really important. So we're going to do a test practice. As you listen, you're listening for 5 words. So if you've downloaded your notes, you'll see section 2, fill in the blanks, and the first one is A. You'll hear recording. Write the missing words in each blank, and the audio lasts for about 45 seconds. All right?
Almost everyone has heard of the London Stock Exchange, but relatively few know anything about the London Metal and Commodity Exchanges. Yet these markets have a greater influence on world economies because they set global prices for some of the essential raw materials for industry and food manufacture. The LME provides 3 basic services to the world's non-ferrous metal trade. First, it is a market where large or small quantities of metal of a guaranteed minimum standard can be bought and sold on specific trading days. Second, it acts as a barometer of world metal prices. And third, it is a hedging medium. That is, it can help traders get some protection from price fluctuations that occur for economic, political or financial reasons. So 5 blanks, and you have to fill in those 5 missing words. Number 1, relatively. Are you spelling it correctly? R-E-L-A-T-I-V-E-L-Y. Number 2, influence. I-N-F-L-U-E-N-C-E. Number 3, manufacture. M-A-N-U-F-A-C-T-U-R-E. Number 4, quantities. Q-U-A-N-T-I-T-I-E-S. And number 5, financial. F-I-N-A-N-C-I-A-L. So spelling is a big part of PTE. Now those 5 words are very common words. You might even be using them in your own essay writing. So if you made a mistake with your spelling, you should be noting it. Maybe use a highlighting pen on your worksheet. Write it out a couple of times so you don't repeat that mistake in the future. Now, test practice. You can go over that audio again and play it for a second time.
And did you hear those words correctly? And again, I'll refer to the TED website, which is a good resource for all of your listening. And one or two tips for how to use TED. Every 10 seconds or so, pause the lecture and write down the last word that you hear. I do that quite a bit with my daytime classes, and it's quite good fun. So every 10 seconds or so, pause. What's the very last word you heard? Check the spelling. Then, once you've done that about 10 times, open up the transcript on TED and check the spelling, and did you get the word correctly? Did you hear them correctly? Collocations are really important for filling the blanks. So collocations are groups of words that go together and occur commonly in English. And there are many, many, many thousands of collocations. The more reading and the more listening you do, the more you'll be able to spot collocations. And this will help you for filling the blanks, both for listening and also for reading as well. It's a really important part of filling the blanks tasks. Just repeat, if you do use TED, make sure you focus on a lecture which is spoken by either a British person, somebody from an American background, or occasionally you hear South African speakers in the actual examination. Finally, for a little bit of further practice, listen to a TED lecture where you type a few seconds of the audio as you listen. This will also give you practice for write from dictation component of the PTE exam. Then pause the lecture and check the spelling of the words you've typed. So all these little ideas, and if you find a TED lecture you really enjoy, what you'll find is that an hour has gone and you're still totally immersed in the lecture. And it can give you lots of direct practice for PTE examination, and also what it'll do is help your confidence. So think about using TED. So remember perseverance, remember consistency is really important. Make sure you do your homework and your teachers are waiting for you. Thank you.